played episode 4 of season 2 of the Walking Dead game. Holy crap, it's so good! So for the first half of this, no spoilers. I will give you 1,000 warnings for spoilers, so don't worry, you can totally watch this half if you haven't played the episode yet. No worries about spoilers, except for spoilers for the previous parts of season 2. If you haven't played any of season 2 yet, pause this, go buy it, play it, then immediately come back and say, thank you, Meg, because it was awesome. And I'll say, oh, you're welcome. And then we'll have fun and you can watch the rest of this video. So the first half, like I said, we'll have spoilers, again, for episodes 1, 2, and 3. No spoilers for episode 4. Then it's a free-for-all. I'll give you a ton of warning. Okay, now that I've covered all my spoiler bases. So when we ended season 2, episode 3, we were escaping from Carver's compound, what was left of Carver. By the way, I felt kind of psycho because when he was getting the face beaten, when I was playing it, I was like, yes! Beat him! Like, I was just like, oh, awesome, it's awesome. But then I saw somebody else playing it, and when the same thing was happening, I was like, and they were like, oh my god, like, ew. And I felt like a maniac for being like, ah, but whatever. He deserved it. He was an asshole and I hated him, and I was happy to see him get a crowbar to the face a couple dozen times. It was awesome. So anyway, we're escaping from the compound. We're covered in the guts. Everything's supposed to be cool, and shit goes crazy, to say the least. And the final decision I made of episode 3 was to give Sarita's arm the chop, because there was the guy in the compound, he had half an arm, and he was like, oh yeah, I got bitten, and they gave me the chop, and now I'm fine. And I was like, oh, that'll be helpful, so I gave her the chop. We saw Carlos go down. Sarah was like, Dad! And I hate Sarah, you guys know how I feel about Sarah. So it was kind of a confusion to see where everybody was, and that's really all I can say about episode 3 without saying spoilers for episode 4. I will say, before you leave, non-episode 4 players, it was fucking awesome. It wasn't high octane the whole time, but it really had some great punches. I really think solid episode. It's really hard to follow up what is like the penultimate episode in episode 3 of the whole series, I would say. It's really difficult to follow that, and I think this did very well. I think it followed it really well. Okay, so spoiler time. Spoilers for episode 4, season 2 of Walking Dead game. It's spoiler time, spoiler time. Don't know what this dance is. Okay, spoiler time. I should have a graphic, but I can't make graphics, so spoiler time. Just pretend that's written on my hands. Oh, I should have written it before time. I should have been like, I can't do graphics, so boom, spoiler time. Hindsight's 2020. Okay, so this episode, fucking awesome, so good. So let me get back to some of the things that I was saying about episode 3, which is that one of the last choices I made was to give Sarita's arm the chippity chop, and I thought I was helping. And then we start the episode, I give her arm the chop. Kenny's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I'm helping, cause she, and then she just, she gets like fucking mobbed and totally gets eaten, and then Kenny blames me? Dude, what the fuck? I was helping your bitch, and you come over here and you yell at me? By the way, I'm 11. Let's not yell at me, please. Anyway, I was really mad about it because my Clementine always, from season 1 up till now, has always sided with Kenny on everything. Even when he was wrong, I liked him, so I sided with him. And now he's fucking mad at me. And then we get to the meeting place, and he's still fucking mad at me. Oh, I'm so mad. And also, pregnant lady didn't want to go through the walkers because she's scared. That bothered me. I wanted to leave Rebecca behind so bad. She annoys me. Whatever. So I was super mad that Kenny was mad at me. Really pissed me off. Then we go to these separate places to check them out, and Arvo comes by. Oh, hello, Arvo, and all your medical supplies. And this one I knew was going to bite me in the ass. I knew Arvo was going to come back, because that's what happens, right? Like, you fuck somebody over. Like in season 1, we take the supplies out of the car, then they play the long game with it a little bit, and then like 3 episodes later, that dude comes back. He's the one who kidnapped Clementine. I get it. I knew he was going to bite me in the ass. But I had to steal his medical supplies because I figured Rebecca was having a baby. There's lots of infections you can get with that stuff. He probably has antibiotics. I had to take them. There wasn't an option to take like a couple bottles. There wasn't just take what you need. You had to take it or not take it, so I took it. I don't feel bad. I really don't. I feel like if I didn't take it, then Jane would have took it and it would have bit me in the ass even more. Speaking of Jane, Miss Ho Pants, who I loved, but, could you bang Luke some other time than when we're being attacked by zombies and he's the only person who's supposed to be policing the perimeter? Oh my god, I was so fucking pissed. Like, Luke, I get it. It's a zombie apocalypse. You gotta get your dick wet when you can. But could you just not fuck everybody over while you're getting fucked? It really upset me. Like, we lost our whole deck and our super sweet cannon and we almost all got eaten because you were getting your dick wet. Come on. I was not a fan of that bullshit. And then I called Jane leaving, like, of course she left. I hope she comes back. I don't know if she will, but I hope she does. I thought her character was interesting. I thought the whole thing about her little sister was interesting. And backing it up a little bit, because I definitely missed a big moment, we find Sarah and Luke trapped in a trailer. This moment got me. Let me explain. So, you can convince Sarah. You guys know how I feel about Sarah. I hate Sarah. She slows everybody down. I'm annoyed by her. I didn't help her with her work. I mean, my Clementine is, like, nice to her a little bit. She's not mean. There's always a mean option. I never go for that one, but I never go out of my way to help her. And, like, I tell her to shut up when she was talking, when Carver was talking. Like, I just don't have any patience for her. And, so you're supposed to convince her that you want her to come with you. And I did. I did try to convince her. I gave her a whole speech about how our friends are the people who make us stronger. And I tried really, really hard. But then when it was time to go, it was time to go. I didn't even hesitate. I think Gavin was actually really surprised because we were playing. And I was like, these walkers are getting closer. And I'm like, I can't risk Clem. That's my bottom line, is I can't risk Clem. Like, Clem is my number one. I'm sorry. Sarah, you're now number one. So, it was like, literally like, probably was like, boom, lever or convince her. And it was like, boom, lever. Like, I instantly was like, boom, leave that bitch. And I had no remorse because I don't really like Sarah. You guys know how I feel about it. I've explained it. I've explained enough of my heartlessness. But it got me. And let me explain how it got me. The moment is when you go through the skylight, you choose to leave her, you come up through the skylight, and then Sarah goes, Clementine? Oh, God! The one line got me. Just the way she says it. Give that voice actress a bonus for awesome one-liner. She got me. Like, here's how bad she got me. I hated the character. I never went out of my way to help her. I couldn't wait to leave her. And that one line of dialogue broke my heart. I was full on just like, I couldn't even, you have options to say to her, like, close your eyes, or Sarah. I didn't even say anything because I was so shocked by how that one little moment got me. And it punched me in the chest. It was such a good moment. A+ to that voice actress because she nailed it. I thought the moment was perfectly brutal. It was very realistic, and it just got me. It really did get me. I'm not really sad that Sarah's gone, but I'm more sad than I thought it would be because of that one Clementine. Oh, she nails it. Other big things in this episode, Rebecca has her baby and immediately gets sick. Call that shit. Kenny is weird, but in an attempt to get back on his good side, I supported his weirdness, and I said we should go early, and I was like, Luke, let him be weird about the baby, even though I think he's being weird about the baby. I didn't see Rebecca turning. I didn't see it! And then, when we were getting stopped by Arvo, I was like, damn, I knew this was gonna bite me in the ass, but I didn't think it was gonna bite me in the ass so soon. But it did. It bit me in the ass real soon. And then, Rebecca turns, and I was so surprised because I didn't see it coming. I shot her. I shot her, and it was dumb. Oh, it was one that I honestly, you guys know that I've only, like, changed one or two choices the whole game. And they're all in Season 1. I've never changed a Season 2 choice, and I've regretted some choices because I couldn't change them. This is definitely one of them. This is one because, and normally it's because I didn't quite get the choice. Like in episode, I think it was episode 2, I chose to stay hidden because, or to not go get Kenny because I thought I could out Rebecca, but then it ended up being like, I pissed off Kenny because of that, and I didn't quite get that that was going to happen. This one, I regret because I made the wrong decision in a split-second decision. I was scared, I thought she was going to eat the baby, and so I shot her. And that was why would you shoot? Everybody's got guns out! The last thing you want to do right now is shoot somebody! And I did, and the episode ends with a hail of gunfire, and so I have no idea who's alive or who's dead or... Oh, I fucked up, you guys. Ugh. If you don't shoot at the end of the episode, please tell me if it still ends in like a bunch of gunfire, because I feel like a jackass for shooting her. But she was gonna eat the baby. I don't know. So those are my big choices. I think there's some in the final screen. I took a picture, but apparently my phone didn't save it, so I can't tell you exactly what all my choices were, but there were a couple that was like, why would it tell me if I did that or not? I can't remember what it was, but my big choices are I took the medicine from Arvo, I didn't choose to convince Sarah any further, I left her, and I shot Rebecca. I think those are the only big choices. So I loved the episode. I thought it was amazing. I can't wait to see what happens the next week or next month or whatever is the last episode of the season. I can't do another year of nothing. I'm gonna be so sad. Hopefully we'll still get to follow Clementine's story. I'm genuinely worried she's gonna die next episode, just because I don't know if they'll let us continue her into adulthood. And I think they want to give us an end to the story. I don't know, guys. I have no more information than you do, just that my gut feeling is like, please don't kill. They killed Lee at the end of last season, and please don't kill Clementine. I can't do it. I can't do it. If I didn't handle Sarah's death well, I will definitely not handle. When Lee died, I was a waterfall. Okay, that's it, you guys. I loved it. Please tell me what you thought of Season 2, Episode 4 of The Walking Dead game in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, heart you.